Good morning everyone, or at least it's morning here. I have got up today and I'm having a look at the chart and just seeing that it's progressed a little bit further. The analysis that I did yesterday is still potentially valid, but I'm considering a different count. Okay, so I haven't placed any trades here yet. I'm still waiting for confirmation that my analysis is most likely correct. So at this stage, this is still potentially a valid count. Okay, but I have noticed that we've got a bounce here that is in line with the bottom of this wick here, right? So if we draw our triangle like this, okay, and we say that this trend line here is holding, which it does seem to be, we could potentially consider a slightly different count. So we've got our A, B, C, D, E here, so there's a couple of different options. If we remove that, we could consider that this is actually the A wave here from here to here, A, B, C, D, and then we would have an E here, whoops, an E here, followed by a reversal down that way. Okay, so if that is the A here, then after E we'd expect to get a reversal where we could then come down to meet the target that we discussed earlier, okay, here, or it could come a little bit lower. So that's one option. The next count that I'm considering is this count here. So we still have the ABC in a very similar place, but we're just saying that actually the C has concluded here. That's the bottom of C, instead of saying that we still need to come down. So this not being a fourth wave, this being the beginning of a new uptrend. This is another possible count. So we would have to say that this here then is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that would probably be, I'll just change this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So got a, instead of an extended 3, there's a extended 5. It meets the rules. Okay, number 2 doesn't go beyond 1. Number 4 doesn't go beyond the end of 1. 3 isn't the shortest wave. So everything fits, and it's not that unusual to get an extended 5 in cryptocurrency. So I've got extended 5 there. So that all fits A, B, C. And then what we've got here is a 1, 2. Okay, and then the beginning of potentially an extended 3 within that. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the end of 5 will be the 3 from this particular move here. So that's potentially what could be unfolding here. And how will we know if we're right? So what we'll do is we'll take a parallel channel from here, bottom of that wick. Okay. The breaking of parallel channels is always significant. Okay, so if we are to continue up outside of here, right, we will now say that this count is a lot more likely than the previous count, than the count on the other page. Okay, if this continues up from here, okay, then this can't be considered correct. This would then more likely to be correct, and then we'd start to draw our channels in for this move, right? So let me just clean this up and get rid of that. Take a parallel channel here. So we've got 1, 2, 1, 2. So draw a channel from there to there and up to here. Okay, let's change the color of that because red is for corrective. If we assume that this is the start of an impulsive move, right, there's 2 places we can look to get involved here. We can look to get involved after we confirm above the center line here. So the center line in parallel channels usually gets reactions, and you can actually see this happening here. Okay, so you've got one there, we've dipped below, another reaction here. Okay, so bouncing off the bottom of the channel, if we get a bounce off the middle of the channel, you could potentially get long there, and the second place to get long is a bounce here. Okay, and then we've got this swing low resistance area here as well. Probably the safest place to try and get long is up here somewhere. Now we also want to be mindful of the other channel up here, right? The channel that we would draw from our A, B, C, that's through here. Okay, I've been saying for quite a long time that we need to regain this channel. Okay, so right here, this area right here is going to be quite a critical area, right? Because we've got converging channels. So we'd call that an area of high confluence. Okay, so coming up to the underside of here, you'll find that a lot of people will be looking to short. If we were to drift up and touch this channel right here, that a lot of people will be looking to short there. So that would not be a place you'd want to get long. Okay. If, however, we get above here and then back down to here, the opposite would be true, right? That would be an area where a lot of people would be looking to get long. So that would potentially be a really good area to get long. Let me just clean that up. But the ultimate place to get long is obviously a complete break of this major channel here, right? So you've got several options there, each getting less and less risky as you progress on. Okay, so the most riskiest place to get long would obviously be right now, followed by the break of the center line. A bounce here would be quite a good place to get long in my view, and it gets less riskier. The more you wait for confirmation, the more confirmation you get, the less risky it gets. But you pay in profit, right? Because obviously the most profitable place to get long, if the analysis is correct, is right now. But I'm a conservative trader. I'm not looking to try and get long right now. I want to protect my capital, so I'm going to wait and see how this plays out. And I'll post another update when things progress. Thanks, guys.